Hey Greg, let's talk bourbon, or in this case, rye. Now I'm building up to a all rye blind, and for this blind, I don't want any finished ryes, so that knocks out things like seagrass and a few others that I own. But I'm looking for unfinished ryes, and I've got a number of them around here, including Peerless Rye, Jack Daniel's Rye, Old Elk Rye. Well, but in that case, boy, they're all ryes that from firms, from companies that are, they do other things, and they really more concentrate on bourbon. So I thought, if I'm going to put something in there and I need a sixth bottle, I ought to get one from a distillery that specializes in ryes. And so I was watching a video, and they were doing a blind of ryes, and this bottle right here came in second place, almost took first place for them. The winner was Alberta Premier. I can't seem to find that, at least not quickly. So, but this one they talked highly of, and it finished second, like I said. So I went ahead and I grabbed a bottle of this. It's only $40. It's a very reasonable price, and it's even a single barrel, which is a pick from Total Wine. So I thought today I would just do a quick tasting of it, drink the neck out of it, and also while I'm at it, I'm going to compare it to an old friend here, Rabbit Hole Rye, which, as you can see, I've drank a fair amount of this. I know the flavors of this well, and the reason why I wanted to compare them is that one of the things that these two bottles have in common, not only are they cheaper, like this one's around, around 45 or 50, and this one was $40, but also they're both 2 grain. So they both just have rye and malted barley, but yet it's very different. So the Rabbit Hole has the MGP's 95.5, mash bill. So it is 95% rye, whereas the Rossville is 51.49. So 51% rye, 49% malted barley. I don't know if I've ever had anything that's 49% malted barley. Obviously, I'm expecting this to be a little on the malty side. So, anyways, here we go. Let's dive into this. So the Rossville. On the nose, I do get that maltiness like I was talking about. But I also get spearmint, lots of spearmint, little vanilla. And that's pretty much what I get out of this. It smells wonderful though. That maltiness kind of adds the depth to it that kind of even starts to lead in almost into more of a chocolate range. Now, interesting thing is I looked them up on their website, and their website says that their nose should be cedar, spearmint, and vanilla. I don't know where they get the cedar from. I don't get that at all. All right, Rabbit Hole. Very, and we know this one well. Again, spearmint, but it's caramel, cloves, lemongrass, dandelions. Tasty. So let's go ahead and get the palate. So the Rabbit Hole here, it's light. Doesn't have a harsh finish. Kind of stays front to mid palate most of the way through. It's a very nice drink. But it does, it has never blinded well for me. And I think the reason for that is that it just isn't that full body, right? It just always leaves you wanting a little something more to it. All right, Rossville. Sit down on the palate. Caramel, cinnamon, spearmint, kind of start getting a little bit of that chocolatiness to it. Just a little bit. The chocolate's really in the background. Maybe a touch of a little bit of an allspice. But you know, what's interesting, like some of the other bottles that we've been discussing lately, it really does kind of, the allspice shows up and then it kind of dissipates. And then it leaves you with that spearmint, caramel, cinnamon for a finish. Very tasty. And it's a lot more, when I was talking about being more full-bodied, I gotta say that the Rossville, yeah, I just wanted to confirm it here. The Rossville does have more of that. Rossville has more of that full-bodiedness. Kind of more well-rounded. The Rabbit Hole here, to be honest with you, the Rabbit Hole has another little issue. On the finish of the Rabbit Hole, after you've had it for a little bit, you start to get some oak on the finish. And it starts to dip into being a little bit of a bitter oak. So I know that when I was drinking this in Kentucky, I had a bottle of water with me because it was a really hot day. And I was sucking the water all the time. Now that would serve to reset the back of the palate and would keep that bitter oak away. Keep me just getting nothing but the cloves, lemongrass, spearmint. But if you don't drink the water, you don't clean out your palate like that, then that oak starts to build up. But in the Rossville, I'm not getting that in the Rossville. So I would say if I were blinding these two, I would expect that the Rossville would do better than the Rabbit Hole. And, you know, so there we go. So that is my quick comparison of this product. I just wanted to kind of introduce this, get a chance to drink a little bit out of this before the blind. And I'm looking forward to the rye blind later this week. Peace out.